Want to make your MK Super Hornet as powerful as possible, maxing out weapons, engines and shields while staying low profile? Well, in this video, I'll show you the best loadout, where to buy everything, and then we'll test it in a bounty hunting mission. But before we get into that, this video is sponsored by Beam Eye Tracker. Beam Eye Tracker turns your regular webcam into a head and eye tracker for just $30. You can make Star Citizen way more immersive. For example, I've got my webcam connected here. It's C920. It records at 30 FPS. If I look straight forward and then I look to my left, it will follow my eyes. And I can also look to my right, up, and down. And you can bind this with your head movement as well. This is basically what the software does. It turns your webcam into an head and eye tracker. If you want to upgrade your setup, check out Beam Eye Tracker. Buying from their website will help support the channel, so I really appreciate it. Links in the description. Now let's get back to the video. To buy all our components, we only have to visit two places. The first place here is going to be around Crusader. We're going to head to Yayla and then go directly to Grim HEX. This is where we're going to buy most of our components, except our weapons and quantum drive. I'll quickly show you how to get to the area where we need to buy everything. Let me head over to the spaceport here. The place where we want to buy everything is called Dumpers Depot. You can find it by heading over to these elevators. Once you take these elevators, you'll arrive at this main area right here. We're going to go up the steps, and then if you look up here, you'll see there's more steps. And once you go up here, you'll see, if you look back, all the way back, there's some arrows right there. You can just go to these arrows and head inside, and you'll find Dumpers Depot right here. This is where you can buy most of your components. So just use the terminal. For the base shields, we're going to go with the Targa here. We're going to need 3 of them. They have the base shield HP and the base regeneration at the very moment. The only drawback here is the component health. At the moment, it's very low, so be very careful for ballistics and missiles. But I still believe that this is the best to go with, since you'll be able to tank a lot of hits. So make sure you buy 3 of these. For our power plant, the Super Hornet comes with a size 2 power plant, so this one will give us plenty of power. If we turn off our life support, we should have more than enough power. So definitely a very good one. Plus it's stealth, keeping our signature a little bit lower so that we can avoid being seen, and we'll also avoid most of the missiles that will come towards us, since they won't be able to lock as easily. You just need to buy 1 of these. And then the final component is our coolers that we can buy at Grim HEX as well. This is also a stealth cooler, which will provide us plenty of cooling so that our IR doesn't get too high. So this is the main reason you go with this. Plus it doesn't use as much power as the other coolers. We're just gonna buy 1 of these as well. That's all we need from this terminal. We can customize our ship by hitting F1, going to vehicles, selecting our Super Hornet here, then go to systems. First up, our coolers. We're gonna disconnect 1 cooler right here and only use 1 cooler, the vapor block, right? Hit save. Next up, the power plant. We're going to use the Cyrus right here, equipped, hit save as well. And then for our free shields down here, we're going to use the Targa, right? So equip all of the Targas and we're all good to go. Now we need to go to Pyro Gateway to customize our weapons and quantum drive. Lucky for us, the Super Hornet already has super good weapons on the front and on the turret. So we only need to change the ballistics here. So it won't cost too much, but still a pretty penny. Let's head over to Pyro Gateway and then we'll see what the ship can do with all the weapons. You can find Pyro Gateway at the bottom of the map, so we'll quickly head over. We're finally here at the Pyro Gateway. I'm gonna land and then I'll show you exactly where to buy everything. To find the shop, you want to head over to the spaceport here and then head over to the elevators. You can see here is the orange elevators. Just head over to the terminal here, then choose Galleria. Once at the Galleria here, we need to visit 2 shops. We're first going to visit the gun shop. Just head up the stairs here and you should be able to find it. This is where we're going to buy our weapons. For the ship, just head over to the terminal. For our weapons, we're going to buy the Rhino repeaters here. We're going to need 2 of these. Just buy. Now that we have finished this, let's go buy the components. Just want to head down here at steps. Then we want to look for these arcade machines. We're going to go forward here. And once we take a right, you'll see Platinum Bay. This is where we're going to buy our quantum drive. For my quantum drive, I like to go with a stealth quantum drive. I'm going to go with the Zephyr here. This will allow me to run easier, and I won't be able to be seen as easily as well. This will reduce our IR as well. So all around, super good quantum drive. The only thing is lacking is fuel efficiency and speed, right? It's a trade-off that you're going to have to make. Or you can just choose your favorite, but I do enjoy this one. I'll definitely show you the difference between the IR values, having the stock one and having this one. So I'm going to buy this one. Now that I have everything, let's customize the ship. Hit F1, go to vehicles, select your Super Hornet, go to propulsion here. We first want to remove our jump drive so we don't lose it. Hit save, then go to systems. We want to replace our quantum drive here with our stealth one. Hit save, go back here at the top, and then equip your jump drive. Hit save again. Now for the big one, we're going to go to vehicle weapons. We're going to replace our wing weapons here. You can see revenants. We're going to replace it with the rhino repeaters. I'm going to do the first one and then also the second one. That's how we customize our ship. We can exit and head over to the hangar. I quickly want to show you the IR difference. You can see here we're in the cockpit. This is basically our infrared, our IR. You can see it's 7.4 with the stealth quantum drive equipped. Now let me switch it out for the regular quantum drive. Here you can see we switch back to our regular quantum drive. And I've got the jump drive as well. Let's head to the cockpit. With the regular quantum drive equipped, you can see this one went to 12.5, which is quite a bit more, right? This is the biggest signature now. So definitely having a stealth quantum drive is worth it, I believe. If you want to keep your profile a little bit lower, so definitely consider this. But if you want to have a better fuel efficiency, or you just want to be able to quantum faster and you don't care about your profile, then this doesn't matter to you, but it does to me. I'm going to re-equip my stealth quantum drive and then I'll show you how to power manage your ship. I managed to put my other quantum drive in. Let me quickly show you exactly how to manage your power so that you're all set up to have a max loadout for the max amount of power, right? So engines on. Here we want to turn off the life support. Just make sure that's off. Now you can see we've got one pip on the cooler. We've got our radar, and then we can max out our weapons, thrusters, and the shields as well. And here is all our signatures. Our cross section being the biggest if it's from the top right, but all of them are pretty much the same. 8.7 if you're facing a target. This is where they can see you from. But now that you know how to manage your power, let's go do a bounty hunting mission. I'm going to try and take the biggest one that I can get. Biggest bounty hunting contract I have available at the moment is a VHRT here. So it's going to be on Daymar. I'm going to take this one. Let's see how she performs in atmosphere and if we can even shoot down these bigger ships. I forgot to mention that I went with CF repeaters just because they're a super good all-rounder, right? Plus the Hornet already has a lot of CF repeaters. Really good for PvP and for PvE, but if you want to go pure PvE, maybe attritions might be a little bit better, especially if you're hunting bigger ships. But CF repeaters have super good projectile speed, so that's why I like to use them. But coming up on our target here, there's a constellation, I believe. Two constellations, and then this one. It's also a constellation, so a lot of constellations, not the worst matchup. We'll see what we can do. They do have a lot of turrets, but let's head out to the first target here. Here's our first target. Got our pip here. I'm all out of boost. I shouldn't have boosted. I'm not the best pilot in the world. I just try my best. Usually try to flank, right? Stay on the tummy. But in atmosphere, it's a little bit difficult. The Hornet doesn't have too crazy of an ammo capacity. Let's see if we can at least stay out of the bigger weapons, right? Since they do have a lot of turret gunners. We'll try to stay on the belly here. We will have to run just a little bit to get our shields back. Okay, we're turning on them. Let's see if we can at least do some damage while approaching. I'm gonna try and fall just behind them again. See if I can get that turret on the nose, because that thing does hurt quite a bit. We do have an invulnerable spot there on the cargo bay, it seems like, so I'm trying to shoot just for the back here. They're in a spin now, so they can't really shoot us. I think I killed the turret just at the nose there, so we're pretty much decent, and I think we should be able to kill it soon. It's ready, red, right? There we go, our first target. Let's see if we can do the others as well. Now the others might be a little bit more difficult just because they're all grouped up, right? A lot of turrets on them. Just gonna try the same technique. Be on the belly, try and shoot a turret down, since that's the main thing that usually gets us, right? Oh, our shield is completely ripped. We need to run basically. Couldn't even get the shield down of the constellation just because the other one is also on me. I'll just run a little bit and then kite backwards. Okay, we're dropping down again on them. I'm just gonna, from a distance, try to get the shield down a little bit first. Getting torque imbalance now. So I'll see if I can slowly but surely just circle strafe them, because it's super difficult consistently do damage to them just because they got so much damage on their turrets. Plus they're two, right? So they can technically just cover each other. I'm getting the shield down slowly but surely, but it's so difficult to stay in a position. I constantly need to run though. Definitely not an easy fight. See if I can do some decent damage on this thing. I need to head out again. I think we're starting to get it slowly but surely. Maybe one more volley and then we need to kite out. Good, we've got that one. Only one left, but you can see my ship is super red, right? Not the best fight against MV-HRT. Now we only need to deal with this one. Let's see if we can do it. I'm gonna try and keep my distance first before I set their shields, since I can avoid their fire mostly if I keep my distance. But their back shield should be down. Just gonna regain my ammo as I close. Then we'll see if we can sit on the back here. I think I just lost my radar for some reason. But I'm gonna sit at the top here. See if I can spam them. And my radar went out. I'm gonna have to do this radarless, so no pip, but I can close the distance at least and still fire. Seems like their top turret at least died. If you get close enough, you don't really need a pip, right? And there we go. We've got the constellations. It was 3 constellations and we managed to do it. Definitely a very difficult fight for the Super Hornet, but we managed to kite here and there. I tried my best. I'm not the best combat pilot. I just try to stay in the blind spot for the most part, and that's basically my only tactic. But hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like. Don't forget to check out Beam Eye Tracker. Link is in the description. I'll also put a video on the screen where I show you exactly how to set it up and how it works. It takes about 5 minutes. And a big shout out to my YouTube memberships. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you for watching.